Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's InsideAgameR. Welcome to a new game tonight, PowerWash Simulator 2. So the first one came out a number of years ago. My channel was actually very small when the first one came out. I think I played a couple of episodes of it, but literally I think it was a time when I was getting like 0 views. Not that I'm getting many more now, but definitely getting 0 views. So the new one is coming out tomorrow as of the 23rd of October 2025. A big thank you to Future Lab for allowing us early access to the game to be able to showcase you this game before release. So we've got a few things to talk about. So PowerWash Simulator is back, bubbling with fresh locations, soapier equipment, and splashier features. Effortlessly transform sordid surroundings into clean, serene scenes, solo or with pals. Satisfaction is just a spray away. So yeah, obviously the multiplayer, this looks pretty cool. I think it'd be a bit fun, because I think that's the thing I found with the first one. Like, with those big jobs, I find them very, But if you do a live stream and you got a few of you doing it, happy days. So look, I can see there's a few questions in the comments there already. We'll talk about them. So hello everyone that is here so far. Mad Skills, good evening. James, good evening. Lord Nuka, good evening. Grimbled, hello. Dean, hello. Georgina, good evening. Mad Skills, hello. So Nigel, haven't seen you in a while. Good evening. Where's Barnsley? Barnsley, you doing my head in. So yeah, so look, this will be out as of tomorrow. I don't know what time. 3 PM British Standard Time, so no idea what that is for any of you guys. It will be on PC, Epic, it'll be on the Windows Store, Nintendo Switch 2, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro. It'll be 1 to 4 players co-op online. It doesn't say if it's cross-play or not. It must be, right? I don't know. One thing it doesn't say. The price will be at $24.99, $24.99 in euros, or 1999 pounds. So there you go, there's some prices. There will be a day one patch. Now I'm on an early preview, so there could be some little issues tonight. Just so you guys know, there will be a day one patch. They've already said there is some known issues which will be fixed, which is multiplayer recalling soap can soft lock the soap. There's a few other little bits and pieces there, so there will be a day one patch. What else have we got to share with you guys? There's a new full campaign, and it's a continuation of PowerWash Simulator story. So there's 38 full levels. There's local split screen co-op up to 4 players online with shared progressions. There's a central home base with customizable furnishing, 30 cleanable items at launch, place for players to meet before embarking on cleaning missions. There's more power washes, a variety of cleaning equipment, both in active cleaning and navigation, improved visuals, and lots of other new textures and environment effects and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, so look, there's a lot to go on here. There's loads of new washing tools. We've got surface cleaners, new soaps, adaptable nozzles, 9 pressure washers. What else we got? We've got scissor lifts, abseiling, improved scaffolding for those harder to reach areas. What else? What's worth? Depth finder, multi-stage jobs, physics washables, and cats. So cats were a large feature in the first story. Ulysses and her 2 kittens, Bubbles and Squeak, were adopted at the end of the game in PWS2. All 3 are present upstairs in your home base. That's where you can hear meowing, obviously. So we have all 3 cats. So there's a massive graphical upgrade compared to the first one. Lots of other customization within the player and all that kind of stuff. There looks like there's going to be absolutely loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff. So as you can go here, you can see we're going to have different cosmetics, catalogs, outfits, washer equipment. There's going to be all kinds of stuff in here eventually. Obviously we haven't got any money, we can't really do very much yet. But you can see here there's loads of different guns and stuff to play with. Go to home base, start washing. Let's not worry about any of that stuff yet. So this is your main hub. This is the main office. This is where you guys will meet. Apparently we can customize this place and do some other bits and pieces eventually. Right now, again, we have no money, we don't really have much going on. This is the mission map. We'll have a look at that now in a second. Again, there's not much going on in here. It's all pretty empty. So look, it wants us to access story jobs via the county map in the upstairs office of the home base. Well, this is the county map. I would like this job. Okay. What else are we all saying here now? Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's it. Make sure you do that. We should all be doing that, always. We are trying to get to 50,000 by Christmas. That was the goal. The goal is nearly there. I say nearly, not quite enough, but we're nearly there. Sounds like they went all out on this version. Well, so you know what? Sometimes we get these second iterations of games, and there's just not enough there. So hopefully there is some new stuff. But yeah, look, there's a lot of stuff there. Hey, Dongs, good evening. Good evening, good evening to everyone. Everyone that's coming in. Hello, hello, hello. You can play with controller and stuff as well if you wish, all that kind of stuff. We'll have to make sure Grimble gets it. Maybe we can do some live stream. Well, look, actually, if it's crossplay, there's a lot more of you that could join live streams as well. It didn't state if it was crossplay or not. That was the only thing it didn't state, and I couldn't see anything there in the notes. So we'll have to find out. The soap grenade would have been in line for one. Okay, well, look. Okay, great news. You're fully moved in, and the removals van is here. The wash bay. Okay, so this is obviously no, it's not our van, is it? I don't think the van should pose too much trouble, despite you having to sell off most of your equipment. I know we got a bit carried away with the auction, but trust me, there's so much more potential in this place. Oh, and Jess says not to worry about paying for the van hire. In fact, she'll pay you. I like it when people pay me. I wish people would pay me more. Okay, so WSAD to move. Use the washer. Change starts for control. You know, we can get a bit low if we wish. We can jump. Rotate the nozzle. We've got a very small nozzle right now. Jessica's. Some people find this kind of stuff very satisfying. And look, with small things like this, I do find very satisfying. Until, like I said, you get those ridiculously big missions, and it just felt like forever finding the smallest bit of dirt. But this dirt actually looks like it's a bit easier to see and clean, so we'll see. We can change washers with one. Doesn't seem to be as powerful, whatever this one is. Change nozzles with two. Okay, what's this? My soapy one. We can change extensions. And we can highlight dirt with Q. 3A mode is with C. Okay. And then tap for task lists so we can see the list of tasks. Game menu. Trying to work out what's the best gun to use here. That's a bit better. It's a bit of a bigger nozzle. I like to be a bit of a sideways washer, but you should really start from the top, right? If you're washing anything, always start from the top, especially when it comes to vehicles. I need like a scrubbing brush. Quite tricky dirt to see. No. Bubble, bubble, bubbles. Ah! I promise I will read the chat when I'm not engrossed in this game. Willie on the side, please. What? They are both the same, but use soap or the green nozzle, yeah. I like the colour of the red one a bit more. Bubble, bubble, bubbles. No. Yeah, I didn't get to play much of the demo because when they sent me the demo key, I was away. So I didn't get a chance. I had the demo downloaded. It was on my to-do list. we go. Just about to go. Even such like a small van, it'll take quite a bit to clean. Why multiplayer would be the best thing for this game. But yeah, it's never ending. Wants me to make car back from the garage so you can wash it. You can wash my car if you want. I have about 5 cars out there that need washing. I hate washing cars. I just go down to there's a man that does like hand washing down the road. I just go to him. You pay him like 10 euros and he does the whole car for you. It's a hell of a lot easier. See, here in Ireland we have very bad roads, and a lot of our roads are back roads and full of mud and stuff, so you wash your car and within 2 seconds it's just covered in mud. You should see the state of the truck after finishing today. The truck was absolutely black today. I always get told to do mine too. I can't stand washing cars. I can think of 100 other things I need to do. It's already knocking. What car did you buy? Please don't say Citroen. What car have you got? You already have a gearbox knocking. Jesus Christ. I know it'd be warranty, but still. Doesn't give you much hope. It could be a Range Rover. Do you own a farm or do you just work at one? I drive trucks, mate. But I do have land and I do have animals. But it's not like a working farm. To be fair, it's a lot nicer than the first one. Even just taking off the dirt was always kind of a bit ropey. I felt in the first one, like you would jet wash it, but it wasn't washing. But this one seems a lot better. So you can see like the water effects and stuff. It's nice. MGZ, oh fuck no, well there you go, there's your answer. I don't think MG have ever made a good car. Alright, it says only 87%. Clearly I need to get on the roof here now, don't I? So how do I use the ladders? Pick up. They don't even sell MGs here in Ireland. I know it's an English thing. There's a few up in the north though. You see them in Belfast quite a bit. Hey, Pancras, good evening. Well, the thing is with like the Nissan and the Citroen, it's all Peugeot engines at the moment. That Peugeot engine is in all of them. So that's half your problem. Thank God for that. Oh look, it's all in the wheel arch and everything. Right. Alright, where else? Very picky, isn't it? Bloody hell. This is true. A lot of those hybrid and stuff are a pain in the ass. I see it, and Arouser's been back and forth loads. I think mine's a Friday car. Have a Toto Model ID buzz. I've had a fair share of visits to the dealer as well. Well, luckily I'm a mechanic by trade, so I fix all my own shit. But I have a Ford Ranger. That's a 2014 Ford Ranger. I have a VW T5 Transporter, and I have a Peugeot 5008 and a Classic Mini. But the VW is a camper van. Yeah, the soap kind of is needed, to be fair. Oh look, it's showing a little image of how we did it all. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we managed to get some points. We got $200 in the bank. I don't know, do we need to continue or do we just go back to home base? Home base. Audi TT. You know, I've always kind of wanted a TT. You know, I used to like, when I was younger, I really wanted one of those Peugeot, was it XT or ZT? What, you know, the Peugeot version of the TT. It's my old petrol Ford exclusion. I did drink. Yeah, well, that's half the problem, isn't it? I used to work at VW, nice. Furniture has now been unlocked, so we can now go to the furniture catalog, wherever that is. Look, we got something for free. How do I place this thing? Press tab to, oh, okay. Can I only place in this room? Oh, here it is. Oh man, I gotta wash the damn thing. Yeah, everything washes a lot easier with a bit of bubbles. Bubble, bubble, bubble. What do I get for cleaning this thing? Oh, now you can place it. Ah, I see. I don't know where I want it yet. We'll put it down here. Maybe we'll have like a coffee table or something. What was the other thing I got? This thing will look brand new when I'm done. Kind of sofa my mum would like. The frig am I missing now? Aha. Right. I think this will go very well over here. We can watch people. I actually quite like people watching. There you go. Happy days. I want a full EV car, but to us, I don't do much mileage. It wouldn't bother me having full EV. The only problem with EV is when things go wrong, it's very expensive to fix. That's the biggest issue with them. See, this is why I had the Ford Ranger, because I've got the horses and stuff. So to tow the horse is 18 odd hands big and weighs about 2 ton on his own. So yeah, basically there's only like 2 cars that can pull the double axle trailer with a horse in. So it was the Ranger, or there was a 2.5 Santa Fe, but you had to get the 4-wheel drive version. There wasn't very many around here. Yeah, I'm not. The thing is, the charging at home, it's even like here now, the smart meters and stuff, they give you a great deal to charge throughout the night. But you might save on fuel, but then when you've got to put it in the expenses, like I was fixing, someone had a Peugeot hybrid. It was 50-50, where half the back engine was done by electrics and the front was done by petrol. And just to get the issue that we had on the back, we had to drop the whole rear axle just to get to the top of the motor, to get to the thing that we needed to get to on the electric side. And for literally for a €20 clip that was broken, that went over a speed bump, it took us like 6 or 7 hours and ended up costing about €800 to do the job. So it's one of those things. There's pros and cons with that stuff. Who's watching all the corn? Yeah, you know, corn's good for the mental health. Right, shall we go back upstairs then? So we have a new mission, do we? Public facility. Welcome to the town of detergent, but I don't know why I can't say Degento. Ugh. Where the past meets the future, the manifesto present that we can all live with. A thing happened to us the other day when I asked my colleague to do a deep dive into inventory in our public facilities, and we found that schematics of revolutionary convenience installed in 2003. But then almost immediately forgotten about the assumed to be bench. The whole thing is just pure... I don't know why I can't say that word. Let's go. Look, it's just the way they have to squeeze so much into a car. And like I said, when you have the dual engine stuff, you see, the problem is you have to have a motor in the front and a motor in the back. Now, the full EVs that just have the electric motor stuff in the front, they're a lot easier to work on. But the ones that have the dual stuff are absolute ball ache. Ball ache. I would nearly go full EV. Personally, if you're gonna, I wouldn't even go into 50. You're either going to stick with diesel or go full EV. And the problem with Ireland is we don't have the infrastructure. So for me to go into town is 40 kilometers. There's very limited electric charging points. They are starting to introduce more, but it is still very limited. If I was to go across the country, a lot of service stations, there isn't many that have the EV facilities still. So it's a big problem here. It's okay if you're going to like work and you're local, but you see here, like my local shop here is still 5 miles down the road. You know, the doctor's is nearly 15 miles down the road. The nearest Tesco's is still 23 miles up the road. Like, here in Ireland, we're so sparse that we have to drive a lot. Yeah, so yeah, those hybrid things are rubbish. Comes before me too. Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me either. But yeah, look, that's kind of it in a nutshell. So the idea of these things are great, and you know, but people still forget the EV stuff's great, but those batteries, you don't own the batteries in those cars either. You lease the batteries. Especially here in Ireland, when I looked into buying an electric car, you have to buy a lease on the batteries for like 7 years because they have to be replaced every 7 years by the dealers or something. So you don't actually own the batteries. Do I bring my ladder to every job? Oh, the cat's here. Ulysses. That's what one of the boats are called here in Ireland for. I don't know if it's Irish ferries or Stena. Ulysses. I think it's Irish ferries that have the Ulysses. Why does Flintstone and Carter come to mind for Inside? No, trust me, here and well, it kind of feels like that sometimes, just any vehicles. I mean, look, I drive a truck around all day, you know, 10 litre, V10, fucking burning up the world. So, you know, what can I say? After this job, we're going to have a look at the tools, see if there's anything we can buy to make life a little bit nicer. We have a hybrid car for mobility, but won't be getting one again as they're useless. Yeah, look, it's not great, and the thing is just like what Lord Nuka said. The problem with the hybrid is there's not enough battery power, and then there's not enough of the petrol power. So it does those. The ones that are most popular here are the Peugeot EVs, and they're just absolute dog crap. The amount of them I work on, it's just not worth it. We're going from Scotland to England in an EV. All the services we stopped at only had 3-4 charges. We had to queue to get one. Then we're stuck in for a... See, Hammy, there you go. That's the perfect example. And here in Ireland, we just don't have those charges. So you'd have to really plan ahead if you only had an electric car here. Because of that same reason. I mean, look, you guys are in England and the infrastructure's been there for a long time. So imagine what we're like. We're still back in the Ice Age over here, you know. You know, the church still runs everything here. We run the whole car here in Norway, and we have a cheap electricity as well. We pay around... You see, electricity in Ireland, again, is another one. We import most of it from France or England, and it costs us a fortune. Per kilowatt here, I think I have to pay something like... I'd have to double check, but I think it's like 39 cents a kilowatt or something. It's crazy. There's probably good money in those EV chargers at home. But, yeah, look... Those EV cars, they're not going to be for everybody. And like I said, if you have to do big mileage, I don't think they're great, but... Oh man, what's this? I was wondering, because it only said we only had like 18% done. Like thick grime. We just get a little bit of bubbles on, at the very least. Wonder if I'm using Fairy. Isn't Fairy liquid the one that's good at everything? I wouldn't know, I use cheap Aldi liquid, but you know. Hey, Craig! Gonna have to buy it. Yeah, I think a lot of people are really excited for this one. Like I said, I found the first one, it was okay, but it had issues. Like I said, the dirt and stuff, but it looks like the physics and the look of it is just a lot better. Jesus Christ. Trying to get the dirt off this. So I have a feeling once we do this, it's going to get bigger again. All I can think about is the Karate Kid when I do things like this. Wax on, wax off. Paint fence. Up and down. Up and down. When I'm surrounded by wind and water, we definitely don't utilize the potential power problems. Well, I mean, the big issues we have is we do have wind farms, but the problem is those wind farms they buy from France. When they break down, they're incredibly expensive because you can only buy the parts from France. So that's where the wind farming, it doesn't really work. And I think it's been proven many times by like a lot of smart people that wind farming is like one of the worst kind of power sources, just because of the infrastructure that it requires to have the wind farms. Because here in the west of Ireland, we're covered in wind farms now. They, you know, farm is now no longer farm because the government will give you more money for a 30-year lease on your land to build wind farms and solar panels than actually what farming will make them, and they'll make more money in their lives doing that. Don't press R on the soap when you use it. It recharges as you wash it off this time. You press R, you just remove everything you sprayed. Ah. I was wondering, I thought it was disappearing on the last map. Alright, well, we do need some more soap. Lots of bubbles. Bubble, bubble, bubbles. Oh, is it one of those toilet places? No, it is. Risk assessment. God, you are sounding Irish. Friggin' everything needs a risk assessment these days. Man, I think we definitely need to do some multiplayer on this in the streams. I wonder will it be crossplay or not. It's amazing when you don't use the soap. It's a lot harder to get the grime off. James, I loaded up Big Ambitions earlier just to see what the state was of everything, and all my businesses aren't working because they all need toilets now because that's part of the new update. So I'm probably going to try and fix all those toilets before the stream, otherwise we'll spend the whole stream just fixing toilets into the damn place. I got one button does the nozzles. Ah, very nice. What most men's toilets look like, to be honest with you. I don't think we need to clean this. Yeah, toilets. So basically, yeah, so the Big Ambitions update is basically most of your businesses now need toilets. So like when I loaded in the game, the whole screen on the side was just full of red because all my businesses are broken. We definitely need a bigger tool. I agree with that one. Some of the shops are so rammed, there's no room for loose. Yeah, those little, you know, remember like most of the shops that you had, there's like a small little sliver that was always next to the storage room. Basically, that's the toilets, and yeah, you have to add toilets to all of them now. But the toilets is you have to like buy from the shop and get them delivered, and Jesus, it takes a while. Some might say that. Train spotting. It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? If you go into the Galway Supermax, this is what it looks like. It's actually pretty clean. Right, we definitely need bubbles. They say the green stuff is what doesn't come off very easy. Right, if we just start with this half of the room, be something. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Oh, the air conditioning in these toilets. To be fair, our school toilets were pretty disgusting, but our school was like so old, they looked like there was something from the war. During the war? Okay, let's get in these little corners. Do we have the extension on? Oh, we do. Might help. Right, back to the old bubbles, I suppose. Happy memories of the bike shed. ours were broken. They only like put them back in after I left, I think. They will do the roof last. Must be smelling good in here because the butterfly just came in. Yeah, ours, I don't know whatever happened to ours. Ours was like destroyed. And then they were like an open shed anyway, so they wouldn't be very good for going around the back of. Very hard to get to the little bits there. Oh, there you go. Hey, Shenko's membership's renewed. Thanks mate, much appreciated. Here, confirm or deny? We'll say nothing. Plead the fifth. Yeah, I think all the physics have changed, the dirt's changed. I think it plays better, and obviously the multiplayer is probably what excites me the most. I can't remember if it was the first one multiplayer or not. Definitely feels nicer to play. I think you've really got to enjoy this type of game though. Like, these are only small missions, and look how long it's taken me just to do these. I would definitely rather do this multiplayer. Personal preference. Right, what are we missing? The place looks pretty clean to me. Where am I missing? Anything else we can touch? Ah, it's on top of there. Where's my little steps? Okay, so you can't even place them in there. How the frig am I supposed to clean on top of that? How are you supposed to clean on top of these surfaces if I can't bring the step ladder in? Cable. Oh, what? Does this go down? Ah. Thought it was like a bad mirror. Doesn't like us being up here. The grab rail and inner wall. Changing table unit. Not really sure what I'm missing on it. What's not clean? Whew. I just started playing Contraville and I can't seem to get the graphics right without it crashing. I don't know. Contraville's been, last time I played, it's been doing pretty well. It's been playing a lot better. On the edge, yeah. Okay, delighted to learn that the public facilities' kinetic sensors have been updated and been successfully reintegrated into our public convenience network. Okay, that's great. We got some points here, so let's go back and see if we can get some things. All right, we got some new furniture. Forgotten how we do it. We're gonna go into this, aren't we? What did I get? Oh, we got a new rug. Well, I'm not really worried about those kind of things right now. I'd rather buy some equipment. Flat surfaces. Okay, I see, because it's got one of these. We've got 600. Surely I need to buy this with this. Or it's not going to work, right? Reach the range. Okay, I can change the color of my mask in my van. It's great, but at the moment we don't really have the money to be messing with that. I don't know, should we get this thing? Okay, I've already bought it now. We'll find out what happens. Let me know when you found the place. We've already headed for home. Camping is definitely not for us, and a pair of boggy sprogs and a grubby hubby. We're in no mood to hang about. That's what I mean. Don't really know what else to say about it. Suppose the muck tells its own story. Better clear some of this muck. I've played a few alright ones. I still have quite a few more demos I wanted to cover. We'll see how many more I can get out of this week, I suppose. Hey, Lord Nuke, mate. Catch you later. Hope you enjoy the game tomorrow. Oh yeah, look at this thing. Okay, radio menu. Sounds a bit like a washing machine. Can I just put it against anything? Okay, it just doesn't have a very long reach. Okay. So we need to get the extension for this thing quite badly. And that's the max extension we have. Yeah, it doesn't have to clean everything, but it just helps speed it up. Yeah, but so many games have got this bad coding when it comes to money, and I don't know when they're going to sort their act out. Wait, where's my ladder? I suppose we should leave the house to last. I'm so glad I brought this thing before this mission. Yeah, it doesn't really wash those things very well. Am I going to buy the new Football Manager tomorrow? Well, I asked for a key, but we'll see if I get one first. I doubt it. But yeah, it is something that interests me. I didn't realise it was tomorrow, though. But my week is all out of whack, if I'm honest with you. I've been late home from work like every day this week so far. It is something that interests me. I just don't know if it'll do very well on the channel, but we might give it a go or two just to see. It's definitely more of a live stream, kind of just chat and play kind of game. Problem like games like this, you just get engrossed. Hard to read the chat. I even keep forgetting there's a chat there. Probably just sitting here in silence more than anything. I think if you played this multiplayer, you'd kind of get through the missions quite fast, wouldn't you? There's only 38 missions currently. I suppose it depends how big some of them are. Okay, so all of that's pretty clean, right? That's the big house. What games I like from Netflix? Next Fest. I think the ones I liked the most were... Hang on. Oh, I need to sit my legs. My legs are going dead. The ones I liked the most... I need to look on Steam. Some of them I still haven't played yet. Some of them are still to come. Let's have a look. What was my favourite? Probably the toll booth one I really liked. The parking one I really liked. I liked today's one as well. The bus bound demo I really liked. That video hasn't gone live yet. There was a few others. Are you going to do more TCG? Just see what you got for the credit cards. Ah, yes, we have to go back to that. I forgot. Yeah, we do need to go back to that as well, actually. Saying that, we've just been given another game. Doesn't look very good though. Right, what's the best approach here? Maybe bubble her up a bit. Anybody got any favourites from their next fest or what they played so far? There's still about 6 or 7 demos that I downloaded. I just haven't tried them yet. That'll probably be most of my videos for most of the week. The rest of the week. I think if we just use this thing. Off as far as it'll reach anyways. I need soap! Are you going to continue the DVD store game? Well, the last episode I did, the views really died. So it seemed like people weren't that keen. So I was kind of waiting for an update more than anything. Okay. Put some bubbles on it. I think it'll take a while. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, just caught on there. Yeah, I'd say that is going to take a while. And I wish that had a longer reach. I do feel like this tool's cheating a little bit, but this is definitely worth the money spent. Hey Isabel, are you planning to try Zoo Life Simulator demo? I downloaded it yesterday, but my graphics are too weak. I do plan to play it. They sent me a key for it last week, and I was supposed to do it before I went away, but I hadn't had a chance. But yes, Isabel, that is definitely one that is coming. I think that game's even coming to early access soon as well. Zoo Life. I want to make sure it's definitely the one that they had me sent. I will check it in a minute. But yeah, I do plan that as one of them. Deconstruction Simulator. Yeah, we will do some more. That one kind of... We just had so many freaking games in the last kind of 2 weeks. It's been unreal. When next fest, when we get these Steam festivals with the demos as well, it's always a little bit busier. And then we got to decide what game we're going to do for Halloween. Are we going to do something scary? I'm not massive into scary, but we will... Anyone got any suggestions what they might like us to do, or you want to watch me shit my pants? It might not just be your graphics card though. It could be just bad optimization. A lot of these demos were broken. There's quite a few demos I tried to play, and they were just absolutely terribly broken. Like after 5 minutes recording, the bugs were just unreal. I know I missed something on this. There you go. What's wrong there? Is this open? No. Yeah, I'm very confused about what's wrong there. Ah, I'm stuck. Hey, Dan the man. Never did his job in real life. Some people like it for the relaxation. Some people find it very relaxing. Must admit, I wouldn't do this in real life now myself. Wouldn't be my cup of tea. Hey, Luna, now following. Thank you, much appreciated. Liam, is this already out? No, I have early access for the day. It will be out tomorrow at 3 o'clock British Standard Time. Tomorrow afternoon. Top of that hanging thing. The one I'm confused about is this one here. Because it doesn't open. Just in case. Really? That's all I needed. Hey! We did it! We cleaned it! You think they would release in the demo of the game would be somewhat playable? Yeah, well, you'd just be surprised. Like I said, there was a few demos there that I really wanted to play, and literally after 5-10 minutes, it was unplayable, and it just wasn't worth my effort. My friend suggested this game, so I wanted to check out what the graphics are like. Well, Luna, the graphics are really nice. They're a lot better than the first one. It kind of reminds me of the upgrade from, well, some people might say it's an upgrade, but you know House Flipper, the original, and then House Flipper 2, you know, we've got that completely different kind of graphical upgrade. That's how I'd compare them. Not as in the gameplay, because a lot of people hate House Flipper 2. But, you know. Yeah, look, for me, yeah, I find it quite stressful, like my finger's hurting. But look, the fact that this is multiplayer, this is it's going to be massive, I think, for this game, being multiplayer. Right, let's go back to base. We got 700 quid for that one. Okay, we now have free play jobs via the memento shelf in Harper's room. Is Harper the cat? Ah, okay. So, once you complete them, you can go back and just do free play. Okay. Kind of good to know, I suppose. Did we get anything else new on the furniture catalogue? Oh yeah, we got this whimsical lamp we'd have to pay for, and we still have the other rug. Is this all we have at the moment? That's a bit boring. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pay the $50 for the suit all day long. Wish I could sell some of these. I think for 700. Increase the head size. I don't know if that's the big deal. I feel like let's get the extension. I like this gun. Specialist nozzle that can be fine-tuned to the precise pressure desired relative to the area of effect. I don't know. Why don't we buy a few things? So the next would be Art Deco House. Now we're not going to start that one because it's probably going to take us forever. Luna, what games do you play usually? I do a lot of simulation, Luna. So if you go onto YouTube and type in my name, you'll see the chat there's a lot busier. The Twitch thing is a new thing. And you'll see my whole channel. I release videos every day of all kind of simulation kind of games and whatever we can be bothered to play, to be honest with you. We do a little bit of everything. Hey, Tiger, how you doing? Oh, thanks. Let's have a look. We'll start this job. We'll go for 10 minutes. Okay, so we now unlock the scissor lift thing. Okay, that we literally just placed. I thought we might be able to get to drive it. Oh man, this place is huge. We might die. I wanted to see how the extension on this thing kind of worked. Hello games too, like Call of Duty, There's a Fear, Resident Evil. Oh nice. Oh, have you got a channel yourself? Were you on the purple or the red brand? So now we get into those kind of missions that we need to do multiplayer, I think. Hey, Hammy's now following. Thank you, much appreciated. Hard to stay the perfect distance. Should we have a look what this new nozzle thing was? Is this the new one? Oh, it kind of swells. Okay, so this is just that one nozzle, and then you have to change back to these ones. Bit weird. Your stream style looks professional, but why haven't you maintained your channel? I mean, I do custom designs. Like I said, most of my stuff is on YouTube. YouTube is my main thing. The Twitch thing is just a new thing that I kind of just started just to try and see how it kind of goes. Right, I think this job is insane. So, I think we leave it here for tonight. I think if we do any more of this, it has to be multiplayer. So, we need to see how many of you pick up the game tomorrow. Any of you that are in Discord, let me know. And I think we need to start doing some multiplayer on it, because these jobs are too big for one person. You'd just be forever. So I think it'd be fun multiplayer. So let me know tomorrow if any of you do pick it up, and yeah, we'll try and get a stream in. I do maybe plan to stream tomorrow. If it is, it's going to be big ambitions. Just got to see how work has been a bit crazy this week, but we'll see how we go. There's some more demos for the rest of the week up to the weekend. Some more of the games I'm kind of interested in playing. But yeah, look guys, have a good night, and hopefully I will see some of you tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Saturday.